Lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey!
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Panthers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Cardinals, who will need to solve that secondary. Time to head up to a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, where we join our dry commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Guys, take it away.
All right, Larry, EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Straight ahead is a rematch of... last year's NFC Championship game between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First carry now. This is Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
3rd and long for Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And here's a look at the starting offense. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Miller. A big play there on the screen pass. 32 yards. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And here is the Cardinal defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now the fourth-year punter from Appalachian State, that's Sam Martin on to kick. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a second down throw for Winston. Dancing to his left. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out, give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw is Newton. Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Panthers are set up now with a first and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Second down, Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Completed pass on second down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out here in the eye. Winston keeps it himself. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Marshall, the intended receiver, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Sanders has it over the middle. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Newton. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He'll air it out deep, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Demarius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone, nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Miller, the lone setback. They fake the give. Newton. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Tom Bahali, able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Now Jameis on second down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jameis now on first down. Surveying the field. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A second down throw for Winston. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Catch left side here by Aiken. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. Throwing, Winston. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
Here's Winston. He'll rifle. That's caught at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Winston now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
20. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And quickly, they get to the line. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now it's Newton. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there, some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
To throw on second down is Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Bruce Carter with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing is Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. This is Miller, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Landry. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Jameis on second down. They set up the screen to Hill. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come out here in the eye. Winston sneaking it. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Possible run anticipation here. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jameis Winston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost. It's
a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it again with Miller. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Newton. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. So 20 yards to go here on 1st down. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. 3rd down now following the run. They'll run with Miller. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So for the Panthers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.